And we're back. I'm your host, BKP. Good morning from the office, North Georgia's only live online morning show. I like to go through the several people news feeds while I'm on break. David Perdue shared a Georgia Republican Party post. 860 regulations eliminated. Consumer confidence at a 17-year high, 60% decrease in illegal border crossings. Now we're on the verge of cutting taxes for working Americans and becoming more competitive globally. This has been a year of accomplishments. That came from the Georgia Republican Party, put that out, and Senator David Perdue shared it. Now, yesterday, Chuck Grassley, sometimes I'm not a big Chuck Grassley fan, but an angry Senator Chuck Grassley lashes out at the FBI, Department of Justice, in a fiery Senate floor speech. You got to add State Department. Now, he didn't lash out. You got to add State Department. Senator Chuck Grassley, Republican of Iowa, blasted the FBI and Senate Democrats on Wednesday for their willingness to fairly investigate Hillary, their unwillingness to fairly investigate Hillary Clinton and the Obama administration, stating that the Democrats on the committee he oversees only want to talk about President Trump. So let's play just a couple minutes of Grassley's comments before we close today.
To the firing of the FBI director. I have been trying to explain this to my Democratic colleagues for months. The political reality is that half of the country thinks that our law enforcement establishment gave Hillary Clinton and her aides a pass. These questions go to the heart of the integrity of our federal law enforcement and justice system. They are not going to go away just because Clinton lost the election. The independent inspector general at the Justice Department certainly isn't ignoring that issue. Democrats and Republicans in Congress have asked the inspector general to look into a host of issues involving the handling of the Clinton investigation during the campaign. His hard work has already uncovered some pretty disturbing information. Over the past week, the press has reported that an FBI agent was removed from the special counsel's team and demoted at the FBI due to, what do you think, political bias. The agent was at the very center of both of these high-profile investigations. High-ranking FBI agent Peter Strzok reportedly used his work phone to send anti-Trump and pro-Clinton text messages to another FBI agent with whom he was having an illicit and immoral relationship. This man was a deputy assistant director for the FBI's counterintelligence division. He worked on the investigation of former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton's use of a private server to conduct, what do you think, official business. According to news reports and according to documents, it looks like he also helped draft Comey's controversial public statement ending that case of Hillary Clinton and emails. Specifically, he apparently edited out language that suggested legal jeopardy for Clinton. Press reports state that he opened the FBI's investigation of allegations of collusion between the Trump campaign and Russia. And it's been reported that he was one of the two FBI agents who interviewed former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn. Can you imagine if the shoe were on the other foot? What if a high-ranking FBI...
If the shoe, we don't have time to play that. That is Grassley. Go on the internet. It's 31 minutes. Would you imagine if the shoe was on the other foot? It laid out. He laid it all out. Everything we've talked about this show on all week. Peter struck every single thing. Grassley details there. What if the shoe was on the other foot? What if, okay? Mueller should be gone today. The FBI needs a total sweep of the FBI. Justice Department. You got to remember, Sally Yates was the acting Attorney General before Jeff Sessions took over. Now, I don't want to get into a Beauregard, whether I like Beauregard, Jeffrey Sessions or not, okay? Jeffrey Beauregard Sessions. The point is, folks, when it comes to the State Department, when it comes to the State Department, when it comes to the FBI, when it comes to the Department of Justice, this is not going to be a one-term fix. This is absolutely going to take years to try to get this mess figured out, infiltrate it, move it, separate it, get it away, and Trump is working on it every day, and he does not care. He's not in fear of the deep state. The man has zero fear of these people out there. Now, a couple things before we close. Grassley pointed it all out. And, you know, he pointed it all out. You need to watch the entire speech. What if the shoe was on the other foot? House passes concealed carry bill in a win for the GOP and the NRA. The House passed legislation to permit concealed carry license holders to conceal a handgun in other states. The first time Congress has taken action on the bill since President Donald Trump was sworn into office. The Concealed Carry Act to top priority for the National Rifle Association. And other gun right groups passed 231 to 198. 6 House Democrats crossed the aisle and voted for measures while 14 opposed it. Now, here's the thing you want to be careful on, okay? Also included, be careful on this, also included in the House GOP gun package is the proposal to improve the National Instant Criminal Background Check System. The National System for Criminal Background Checks, managed by the FBI, calls for an NICS revamp grew louder after the recent mass shooting in Texas, Sutherland Springs, Texas, which left 26 churchgoers dead. After the shooting, the Air Force revealed it had failed to report the gunman's 2012 conviction on domestic violence to a database which would have barred him from making a lawful gun purchase. Just be careful of what else is in this bill, but you know, concealed weapon, it passed the House. Where does it go now? Another thing, we got the tax plan. Rumors are out there that the tax plan is going to go, the corporate rate, they're looking at the corporate rate, okay, is going to be 22%. The House is looking at 22%. And instead of 20. Hey, I'm in favor of bringing it down to actually 15% if possible. But let's make sure we keep an eye on that corporate rate, and let's make sure we call our congressman and say, get rid of the Obamacare mandate. I have no reason. Can you explain to me any reason whatsoever that you feel the Obamacare mandate should exist and continue, okay, continue in the tax bill? Absolutely not. Now, the Mueller investigation, this is attorney Greg Jarrett. I don't know if you ever see Greg Jarrett on Fox. He does an outstanding job. From time to time, I feel he's a little off, but for the most part, I like listening to the guy. Mueller investigation is from Greg Jarrett. I think I have a picture there. Mueller investigation is illegitimate and corrupt. FBI acting like KGB. Do I have a picture? Greg Jarrett. Okay, attorney and Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett said to Hannity Wednesday evening that the Mueller investigation is illegitimate and corrupt. Jarrett also went on to say that the FBI is acting like the old KGB that comes for you in the dark of night. Came from Greg Jarrett, okay? Chuck and Nancy are headed up to Capitol Hill, all right? They're headed up to Capitol Hill, and we're going to find out how important is DACA to this spending bill. Why is DACA, okay, a part of this spending bill? Trump rips Democrats the day before they come up. Chuck and Nancy are headed up this morning. Put Chuck, Nancy, and Donald up there on the screen. Trump rips Dems a day before, ahead of a key White House meeting. That was yesterday, posted on the Hill. President Trump talking about government shutdown. Dems are saying, oh, the president is the only one. And then somebody called Ted Cruz the king of government shutdowns. President Trump on Wednesday ripped into Democratic congressional leaders one day before the critical White House meeting, claiming the party has looked to shut down the government with its demands on immigration. This is Trump. It could happen. It could happen. Don't push me, man. I am the guy that actually came out and I did not, okay? I did not, I kept my campaign promise. I did not lie to the American people. It could happen, Trump told reporters at the White House when asked about the chances of a shutdown. The Democrats are really looking at something that is very dangerous to our country. They are looking at shutting down. Trump took aim at the threats from Democrats to vote against a year-end spending deal unless Congress shields from deportation young immigrants in the U.S. illegally. They want to have illegal immigrants pouring into the country, bringing with them crime. Tremendous amounts of crime, Trump said. We don't have to have that, he said. We want to have a great, beautiful, crime-free country, and we want people coming into our country, but we want them to come on our basis. Wow, what a novel thought. On our basis that we want them to come. So today we'll find out if DACA, how does DACA become a part of the spending bill? I don't know, okay? I'm going to take a brief break. I'm going to come back. I've got some wrap up I want to do concerning the Roy Moore, age of Roy Moore. And yes, we are on Al Frankenberry watch. We'll look to see if there's anything new about Al Frankenberry while we're on break. Take us a break, Sam.